When I'm not shooting episodes of Mighty Jobs, this is where you're most likely to find me, out in the forest. Right now we're in Skogen, a nature reserve on the outskirts of Gothenburg, Sweden. I'm here to catch up with an old friend, Frans, a logger I met while filming a previous Mighty Jobs episode. The last time I was here, you taught me a lot about sustainable forestry in Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
And we noticed very quickly that we had a lot of similarities in mindsets.
Yeah, that was the fascinating part because I work in Sweden, you work in Canada, two different continents, and we share the same values of the forest.
We talk a lot amongst ourselves about things we wish people knew about forestry because we love it so much. But what's one thing you wish people in Sweden did know?
That we are working with the nature, not against the nature. We do so much good for the environment and for the habitats for different species.
It's a much bigger story than just cutting trees. And what about your fancy harvester? Have you made any changes in your machine fleet?
Yeah, we have. I have the same machine that we made in the last movie. And we bought some new forwarders, we bought a new harvester and some trucks.
Busy times.
Busy times, busy times. You have to keep up with the new technology that happens so much in the engine department and fuel consumption. You have to have the latest things so the sustainability in the forest can be maintained.
Always moving forward. Today we've been invited to the home of Volvo Penta, to the test lab where the latest technologies are being tried, tested, and developed. And Christian is here to show us around. That looks antique-y.
It is. It's over 100 years old.
Wow.
First engine built by Penta.
Things have advanced, clearly.
Clearly. This is our latest driveline.
Wow.
Full electric, zero emission, and a nice color. Come on, use the force.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Can I eat this first and save that?
No,
this is
no,
the best. This is where things get real.
Exactly. This is where we test our theories.
It must be exciting to be part of that research on what the future engine's going to look like.
Yeah, it's here we can make a difference. We're always trying to reduce the fuel consumption, use less fuel in your machine. It saves you money, it saves the environment. It's one of the most important topics in every project we do.
Ah, so this is the staff sauna.
Yeah, you can feel the heat. Welcome to a test rig. Here we can measure emissions, measure the power, oil pressure, coolant pressure and temperature, engine temperature, and so on and so forth.
Is there ever like a breaking point reached in these test labs? Pushed a little too far, maybe?
Yeah, of course.
Better to happen here.
This is where we want it to happen, because then we know, okay, this is the limit.
You've done all you can do here, that's when you send it out to friends.
Exactly.
I recognize this one.
Yeah.
I have the same engine in my machine. The field test is important for me. You can simulate things here in the lab, but in the environment that I drive in, we drive across steep hills, the engine tilts, we have dust, we have a different climate, and we are not kind to our machines. We are putting them to the test.
You can't replicate that in a lab.
Exactly, and when we are done with the field test, we take it back and we put it here. And Paulina and her friends in the workshop, they disassemble, they measure, they look for wear and tear, if there's anything excessive or something we need to adjust, then we do that.
So we learn from each other, and that's the nicest part.
Well, that was really impressive.
It was.
I feel like it must have been nice for you to see what an important part you play in this process.
It was great because they have listened to me and I have listened to them, and together we can create something bigger, something that is better for the future.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with me today.
Thank you so much.
Really good to see you again.
Yeah.